Hi, this is Scott with Scott Shot Media. Today is Friday, September 11th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. Happy Patriots Day, and thank you for all of our emergency responders working so hard to protect the mountain communities, especially as we are in fire season right now. Just a handful of things to give you a quick overview on. First, there's one scheduled Caltrans project that's an ongoing overnight project down at the bottom of the 330 transitions to the 210 in all directions. We'll have you closed at times from 8 p.m. tonight till or 8 p.m. at night till 7 in the morning. That's going on tonight and tomorrow night. No hazardous weather forecasted. We have a very nice week to look forward to. The El Dorado Fire is still burning in the Yucaipa, Mountain Home Village, Forest Falls, and getting and just below Angeles Oaks, smoke and flames are visible, especially at nighttime. There's been lots of reports of at night of fires that look a lot closer than they really are. Someone last night actually thought the fire was just right off the highway a couple hundred yards, and it was actually about 15 miles away. So it's a little bit of an illusion, but just be aware that that smoke and flames will be um, visible for a while. So right now they're at 13,700 acres, 31% containment. With this favorable weather that we're expecting over the next few days, we expect to see the acreage remain pretty much the same with the containment growing significantly. In the past 48 hours, there have been 15 crimes reported across the mountain. Also related to the fire, we have multiple power outages in the Highway 38 corridor from basically Bryant all the way up to Pinzanita above Angeles Oaks. Currently, there's 700 or 1,750 customers without power, and they are likely not to get power restored until the fire is out and crews can get in there and repair any damage that there might be. Most of those residents most of those customers should be evacuated anyway. Some of them are full-time residents. Some of them are those camps that are up along the 38 and campgrounds, which are definitely evacuated. And lastly, we've had 7 new COVID-19 reported across the mountain this week. So that was a brief overview. Here we go into greater detail. If you can stick around, Caltrans currently has the Highway 38 closed due to the fire between basically just below Sugarloaf and all the way down to Bryant down in Yucaipa. No word as of yet when that will reopen, but it will not likely be this weekend. So plan on using alternate routes. One of those alternate routes is the 330, which will be closed at times. Both northbound and southbound 330 will be closed on the eastbound and westbound transition to the 210 overnight between 8 at night and 7 in the morning for the next couple of days. There will be a detour. You can get through there. You can go around. But just be aware and slow for the cone zone. Weather's going to look great for the next few days, especially this weekend. We have high clouds today. It's kind of hard to tell whether or not this is high clouds or smoke, but I looked at the smoke maps and we're supposed to be clear from smoke. So, but what this cloud layer is doing is making it a little bit cooler outside. Highs across the mountain today are the low to mid 70s. Overnight, we're expected to see 40s in Big Bear, actually 40s in Crestline, and 60s throughout the rest of the mountain. And tomorrow's highs will be in the 70s, mid to upper 70s, and that will be pretty much cookie cutter for the next few days. So enjoy this nice weather that we have. Fires, no additional fires are reported on the mountain other than the big one burning down in Forest Falls below Angeles Oaks. It started a week ago or 7 days ago. Yeah, a week ago. We're on day 7. Lots of reports of fires, but they have all been people seeing the El Dorado fire. So that is the good news. as crews work very hard to contain it. Right now, it is holding at 13,715 acres, it's growing about 1,000 acres a day. A lot of that is these pockets inside. So you can see here, this is satellite imaging. You can see that there are portions that didn't burn as the fire went through the first time. And then, of course, as the winds change and what have you, these pockets burn. So a lot of what you see is firing out or backfiring operations. And a lot of it is you see pockets burning inside the black. And so we won't see, we'll see a lot of smoke, see a lot of flames, but not necessarily see a lot of additional acreage added to the fire because it's already been accounted for. 31% or about a third contained, so that's really good. Part of that containment is the fire is burnt into the apple fire from last month. So because that was already a containment line, they can just add that to it. So this eastern flank is pretty much all contained. And then up north where it jumped to 38, it has been burning up against the valley fire or the lake fire. From a few years ago, there was a big fire up there, either the valley or the lake. Forget the name of it. So that's helping to slow it down as well. So lots of good news on the El Dorado fire. Handful of crimes, actually over a dozen crimes reported in the last 48 hours. I broke it up, rim versus mountain communities or Big Bear communities. So you could see, I'll go over the more serious ones. There was a arrest made for somebody under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Someone in possession of controlled substances. Those were both over there in Lake Gregory. This one was pretty scary. I'm not sure the details of it. Over in Running Springs on Summit, there was somebody accused of arson of a home. Don't have the details other than that. We'll certainly update it. Over in Big Bear, there was some drugs and alcohol arrests made. There was some larceny and some theft, and there's a person arrested for graffiti. Power outages. There's a handful of outages near the El Dorado fire affecting mountain communities up and down the 38 corridor all the way up here to Pines Anita. So that would include Angeles Oaks, Mountain Home Village, and Forest Falls. There are currently 1,750 customers without power due to damaged infrastructure from the fire. So it'll take a little bit for crews to restore the power. Evacuations certainly aren't even a consideration. Lifting those evacuations isn't a consideration right now until it's safe for residents to return. So first the fire will have to be put out. Once it's safe for Edison to get back in here, they will make the repairs that they need to make it safe for everybody. So expect the closure to last for a while on the 30. Expect the evacuations up here in the mountain area to remain for a while, and then we'll definitely keep you updated as we get the information from the fire departments. Lastly, our COVID-19 things are still looking really good. We're still continually going down rapidly. We are at a level here that we actually haven't seen for if you take the 7-day average of new cases, this white line, which takes into consideration some of this peaks and valleys that happen when we get a delay in lab testing and the weekends, which less people get tested on weekends. The labs are turning out less results over the weekends. And so Mondays typically are the busiest days and Sundays are typically the slowest days. So to take into consideration those peaks and valleys, they do a 7-day average, and our 7-day average is pretty much, the same numbers we've had all the way back here in April, which is really, really awesome news. What does that mean for mountain communities? We are still experiencing some new cases. We're getting about 1 or 2 a day. It would be nice to see that go down to 1 or 2 a week. Angeles Oaks, you're holding with 37, 1 new case this week in Big Bear, bringing the total to 37, 2 new cases in Big Bear Lake, bringing the total to 52. Blue Jay remains with 12, Cedar Glen remains at 7, Crestline remains with 68, 2 in Fawnskin, 2 new cases in Forest Falls, bringing the total cases to 6. Green Valley Lake is holding at 1 new case in Lake Arrowhead, bringing the total to 25. Rim Forest remains at 4, 25 for Running Springs, 12 in Sugarloaf, and 1 new case in Twin Peaks, bringing the total to 11. So we're currently at 264 confirmed cases of residents of the mountains, 5 deaths from residents on the mountains associated with COVID-19 or COVID-related complications. Mountain-wide, we're just over 0.5% positivity rate, which is significantly better than the rest of the county, the state, and the country. So again, this is Scott from Scott Shot Media, and have a nice weekend. I probably won't do a video update unless there's some breaking news, but I will forward posts and update the fire and anything else important going on, traffic collisions, road closures, and things like that. Have a very nice weekend.